Going on, guys? I'm Dr. Watkins from BlackKeysToGreatness.com, and I want to talk to you a little bit about confidence. I thought about this because somebody actually said to me, they gave me what was meant to be a compliment, where they said, Dr. Boyce, you have so much confidence. I just love it when you have confidence. And I remember thinking, gosh, I'm really not all that confident all the time. Sometimes I'm downright nervous about what's going to happen next. And that's a weird thing to kind of talk about and a weird thing to admit. But I think I'm doing the best service I can to you by being honest with you. What I've learned about confidence is that, confidence or what might be perceived as fearlessness is not a matter of you always feeling confident. There's a difference between feeling confident and being confident. You see, feeling confident means that you have no doubts. You know everything's going to go great, and you can make yourself feel confident about something. But whether you feel confident or not, that I think can be detached from actually being confident. Being confident means not so much that you don't feel the fear, but it means that you don't let fear drive the car. You don't let fear control your actions. You don't let fear make the decision for you. I see a lot of people that allow their fear to control their lives. They live their lives out of fear. You can live your life out of fear, or you can live your life out of desire. Living it out of desire is where you say, I feel the fear, but my desire overrides my fear. But if you live your life out of fear, then you say, I have desire, but I can't go after my desires because I'm too scared, right? So ultimately, when it comes to confidence and having the confidence to do whatever it is you want to do, you want to come up with a process where you can muster the confidence to move forward. You also want to, understand that everybody, no matter how good somebody is at something, there's going to be doubts, there's going to be insecurities, there's going to be fears, things that you're afraid of. And you can't let that control you. You can't let that stop you from going after the things that you want to go after. Just make sure you think it through. Sometimes it's good to just say, you know what, I don't want it that bad. Remember, the desire is what's going to drive you. So if your desire ain't that high, but your fear is super high, then you probably don't want to do it. But if your desire is up here and your fear is here, you need to let that fear go. Go for what you want. Go for what you want. Because you got to remember that if you succumb to the fear, you're giving up the reward, right? And if the reward is here, let's say the reward is a 10, the fear is at a 4. You're trading in a 4 level security, level 4 security from level 10 desire. So you're losing 10, but you're gaining 4. Right? But imagine if the fear is 10 and the desire is 4, well, you're gaining 10 and losing 4, and that's a net win for you. So you got to always ask yourself, and this is what I ask myself when I go after someone. I say, I'm afraid to do that. I'm nervous. I don't know how it's going to work out, but does my desire reach a level that I'm willing to take on this fear, that I'm willing to take on this risk? I'm willing to confront the fear, get into a battle with the fear, get into a fight with all my insecurities, and try to make sure I win that fight, and know that I may not actually win. I may not get what I'm going after. That's the other scary thing. See, it's easy for me to tell you stories that say, oh, well, if you just work hard and you just believe in yourself, everything's going to work out. It don't always work out like that, at least not in the short term. Sometimes you go out in that ring and you get beat down. You end up bloody. But you can't think that because you got beat up that it was a bad move, that you shouldn't have went out in the ring. If you want something in your life, you got to go out and fight for it. Period. That's the way things work. So go out and fight for what you want, and don't let something, like fear control your life. I see a lot of people that live their whole lives in fear. And you know what? They never get anything that they want. All they get is protection from bad outcomes. Right? That's why we succumb to fear, because we feel like living in fear protects you from the things that you're afraid of the most, right? It protects you from things going wrong. And as we know, if you never try to do anything, then of course nothing will ever go wrong. But you'll never get anything that you desire. So you got to find something that you love, something that you want. Feel the fear, muster up confidence, hold your breath, hold your nose, close your eyes, and dive. Just go. And I guarantee you that when you do that enough and you go after things enough, you think it through enough, and you go hard enough, you're going to find that your life, even if you don't get what you want, you're going to find your life improves because you took chances that other people did not. In fact, in my own life, I had a lot of things I tried to do that did not work out, that literally blew up in my face. But do you know that almost every single time I came back a stronger, better person because of it? Either I learned the hard way, right, and I became wiser, or maybe I became tougher, or maybe I got something else I didn't anticipate because I didn't get the thing that I went after. Do you understand? So that's how you create change in your life, is you just make a change. You do something different. You try it out. See what happens. Whatever you do, in my opinion, you don't want to spend your whole life just doing the same thing every single day until you get old and you die. Because then your whole life's going to go by and you're going to look back and say, man, I missed out. I didn't get to do anything interesting because I was so afraid of something going wrong. So that's it. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from blackkeystogreatness.com. If you haven't joined the class, you should be in the class by now. But if you haven't joined the class, visit blackkeystogreatness.com. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.